thatmovieguyUK.
Okay, I don't think I've done one of these since August, so I thought, well, since I need to put some content out while I'm doing stuff, I thought I would give you a Blu-ray update. I think the last one was in August, and it's been 7 months now since you last saw what I bought. And I bought some stuff, and I got into some expensive shit, which I really should have maybe not gone down that road, but I did. Anyway, so as you know, I don't really buy the same generic shit as most people do, so let's do this. This was probably the best find I've had for a while. As you know, Wong Kar-wai's Chungking Express is a very difficult Blu-ray to find. Obviously the Criterion is super rare, but in the UK with Artificial Icos online, the Blu-ray goes from between 40 to 60 to even £80. I randomly went on Music Magpie and I actually got this copy for £14. In this time I watched this film and holy my lord, Wong Kar-wai is a very special filmmaker and I just adore his work. And is this as good as In the Mood for Love? They are equal pairing, in my humble opinion. They're actually quite, a lot of the Wong Kar-wai Blu-rays are very rare. I got Fallen Angels. I luckily found this at BFI in London just by chance and they were selling for £8. Some people charge about 20 odd pound for it. Again, bargain. Another bargain, but I've had this before. I did actually get The Third Man for £1 in a charity shop. I felt quite bad for paying £1, but sometimes you're just thinking, well, it's a pretty good deal, so yeah, it's okay. After I got back from Venice, I went into this like massive Wells kick. I did actually get F a Fake. I actually really adored this film. It is a very interesting documentary kind of piece from Wells. I think it is definitely a better encapsulation of what he tried to make with The Side of the Wind, but I admire it a lot. My friend Matt actually was talking to me about Over the Garden Wall, which was a show that I'd watched quite some time ago. I did pick this Blu-ray up. It's an Australian edition of it. Honestly, if you've not seen this show, freaking just watch it. It's so good. It's only like 10-minute episodes a piece. It is utter fun. I was in Paris. I did actually pick up Shame. I really do like Shame. I think that and Hunger are my favourite McQueen films. And it's very rare you find like Blu-rays of Shame, so I just picked it up. I've rewatched it a few times over the years anyway, but it's a very strong McQueen film. One of my top 20 films of 2018, Jim Hoskins and Evening with Beverly Loughlin. Just go back to my review and you will see everything I ever thought of this film, and freaking go watch Greasy Strangler if you've not seen it yet. Wes Anderson, Rushmore, Criterion, got that too. My sister, for Christmas, got me the Criterion Tree of Life extended edition. Yet to have watched it. I need a sick day or something to probably engross more of this in my mind, but cannot wait to check the extended version out. Obviously, the original is, well, pretty good. Under the Silver Lake, I bought this from France because I could not wait too long to watch this on any format, and I didn't want to stream it illegally, so I bought it. So I love this film. Freaking love it. Another top 20 of 2018. Obviously, with the whole HMV situation at the moment, there's been some good deals. I actually got Ruben Östlund's The Square for $3.99. One of the better films of 2018, and I actually didn't put it in my list, but it was definitely an honourable mention, no doubt. Probably one of the most difficult films I've ever tried to find on Blu-ray is Marie Antoinette from Sofia Coppola. I do not know why you cannot buy this anywhere. Eventually I found a copy of it. This was from New Zealand or Australia. One of the Australia. Finally have it on Blu-ray. I adore Sofia Coppola, but this is like one of the most colourful films I think of the 21st century, no doubt, and one of Coppola's best, even though I don't think Coppola's ever made a bad film. Another of my pickups when I was in Paris, I did get this really interesting edition of Lars von Trier's Melancholia. I did actually have it on DVD, but I always wanted to upgrade it to Blu-ray. I've not really gone through the features and anything yet on it, but I'm very interested to go back and revisit this film because it is top 5 entree for me. I've been waiting and waiting for the indicator price for the lady from Shanghai to go down in price. It has taken ages and ages, so eventually I just picked it up. Another one I got from France. It's the same edition, but it was substantially cheaper, so it just has a different title on it. But I actually quite like the cover on this one. First from Paul Schrader, #1 movie 2018. I did change the case from blue to black because I think it looks a lot better like this, to be honest. Very saddened with the lack of depth in this Blu-ray. Very sad. I wish there was more. I'm hoping for a Criterion one day. That would be nice. Nagase Yoshima, who made In the Realm of the Senses, actually made another film called Cruel Story of Youth. I've not watched it yet, unfortunately. Like I normally say, if you just go on my letterbox, you'll see the logs eventually for these films. Oshima, I will be hopefully exploring a bit more of his work over this year. Alfonso Cuarón's new version of Children of Men. I don't think there's anything really been changed in it. I think it's just the same film but different casing and stuff from Arrow, but me. Potentially one of Paul Schrader's better films, Blue Collar, Indicator. I got this for like a tenner, which I was very, very happy with, as you can imagine. Very, very happy. Again, wait to the letterbox log. Sorry. Fun Action, Mission Impossible Fallout. There you go. Right then. I did start going into Plain Archive at the back end of last year, and I eventually bought 5 of them before Christmas. Somehow I managed to get good deals on some of them I was like, I might push the boat out a bit more on them. And am I content with my decisions? Yes, because I worked hard this year, and you gotta treat yourself sometimes. As you may know, Todd Haynes' Carol is one of my favourite films of this century and probably ever. And I did see that there was a second wave of Carol Blu-rays that came out. This is just amazingly detailed. This is just the cover, but I thought to myself, I'm gonna go for this. The first wave, I did bid for one, went for it over £100, which I could not believe how expensive these kind of things can go to. I got this for about 35 quid, so I was very happy. The thing is that the quality of the film is exactly the same. There's nothing really special about it, but I think if you want to invest in a film that you like and admire a lot and you're going to rewatch it, then I would recommend going for these kind of lines. But this Carol one, I really do like it. I'm actually glad I went for this one in the end. Another like 21st century masterpiece, I think, is Jacques Audiard's Rust and Bone. I really do like this edition of it. Especially, this is after Marion Cotillard's accident in the film, and again, just the quality of like the package and everything. There's like this really nice booklet of the film, and even inside, get like a nice little envelope with art cards. They just, probably you've seen a lot of these stuff online already or on YouTube, but I'm a bit late to the party, but I don't think I'd be buying every like edition, because what is the point of owning so many editions of one film? There is no point. Hong Sang-soo is a very difficult filmmaker to get Blu-rays of. I think we've only got like 2 or 3. I did actually get Right Now Wrong Then, which is probably revered as his best film. Again, just beautiful work on this. I do like this film quite a bit, but even, again, more specialness inside and booklets. I really do need to go through these booklets at some point, but obviously with the festive season, don't have time to do exciting things. So, but Right Now Wrong Then, another one I was very glad to buy. I did get the Master Steelbook, £15, which is an utter bargain. I honestly could not believe that I got this. This was the first one I got, and this is where my other little splurge began. But PTA's The Master is one of PTA's best films, along with Phantom Thread, which wouldn't shock me if it actually did get a Plain Archive release at some point. So we'll see. The last one I got, which is one of my favourite films of 2016, was Ben Wheatley's High Rise. I really love the cover of this and the background of it, but as you know or may not know, J.G. Ballard's one of my favourite authors, and I really do like Ben Wheatley's version of the story. Unfortunately, the booklet is fully in Korean. I read that they only started changing them around after a certain amount of time. They started putting English things inside. But all the Blu-rays are region free, which is amazing. I got this from my mum for Christmas. Well, I told her what to get me. But it's actually quite a low number. This is 34 of 1,000, which I was actually pleasantly surprised with. But the Plain Archive situation, I think probably the only one I'd actually pick up right now is The Wrestler. I don't really think I would buy any of the others like Foxcatcher. I don't really like that much. Tree of Life have got a very good edition of it now. Logan Lucky, I have a Dutch version I bought, which I'm pretty content with. So there's no real urgency to buy anymore right now, but in the future I do hope that we'll get really cool titles that I really do like. Obviously, I wouldn't be surprised if Phantom Thread ever came out on Plain Archive, then I'll be there. Oh yes, definitely. So these are roughly my pickups over the last 6-7 months. Like I said, normally I do only invest in films that I like, or I might do the odd blind buy of a director or something I'm looking into at the moment. I don't really do big titles, and it kind of shows you that I think Fallout is probably the biggest title I have on that set. But yeah, if you ever want to know what I'm buying, I normally put stuff on my Twitter or Instagram, so everything is below. So check it out there, and obviously let me know what you think of my pickups. Man v Film and Huss, why you make me buy stuff, I don't know. You inspire me to buy things too often. It's okay, I forgive you, don't worry about it. I'm sure you forgive me too. It's fine. Anyway guys, so as we say on the channel, Dale Thank Obrigado, merci beaucoup, arigato, dankeschön, bitchin, all options. Obviously, never change, and don't get into the Plain Archive honey trap because it can get muy expensivo.